iru, and good palm oil, and fish, ejakika. What is wrong with it? Why must you feed them plastic and you call it food? That thing is plastic. Something that doesn't digest is plastic. Let's start with feeding our children. Then we ourselves, adults, adolescents, the ability, the cognitive function, the fertility, the hormones, they are all dependent on good diet. And then as we are getting older, what do? We do more of food that are soft, not all those that are hard swallows anymore. We do more of food that are soft so that our bowels can be able to break it down and absorb the nutrients. Then we also do more of natural food. We have our vegetables, we have people don't know what vegetable like water leaf can do. Water leaf. I still don't know why someone will have to go to the hospital and do blood transfusion with everything that God has given us. Yeah, except for someone that has acute issue, like maybe an accident, but on a chronic level. But then fresh water leaf with, okay, in order to facilitate the iron content of it, you can add orange juice and blend it so that the vitamin C will help to facilitate the absorption of the iron. You focus beans, coconut, tiger nut, dates. We are yet to we don't even export up to 1%. Go to the north. We have food there that we don't even we have not touched. The other time on my platform, on food professional platform, I mentioned we're talking about nutritive systems. Only dates now and jaggery that people know. Dates is the only indigenous one. I mentioned guruba and I dropped the picture on the food professional platform. People say guruba ke. I said this one, the Hausans use it as shayi. Just wash it, dry it, blend it, and then now make it as tea. Why do you think a Fulani man, 100 years old, can run after his cattle from here to Ibadan, come back and service 10 women, including a 21-year-old inside the harem? A 35-year-old is complaining to his wife. Waiting you do. But that's the truth. Am I juxtaposing things? No. I'm being straight. Fulani man, Hausa Fulani, they hardly get sick. I said it to somebody one day. The person was saying that this thing I said is so that okay, the person said it's man. The wife has given birth to 5 children in their house. That you just wake up in the morning, the gate man will shout, ah, Oga, my wife done boy. When? You born yesterday night. And she's fine. She get up the following day, she get up and carry her flood in and she's moving around. And you're like, is it not the same? Is it not the same people were sharing the same geographical? So what are they doing differently? What are they eating differently? How is their lifestyle different? We need to look at, we need to investigate that. I don't think scientists have gotten to that area because if they enter that one, they will end up unraveling things that will make people know the truth. There are some tribes that don't actually have all these health issues, but they are fine and they are moving around. So what are they doing differently? What are they eating differently? Inside that their bush there, they have a lot. They just get water, wash them, and they chew them fresh. And they drink. So we really need to get back to what God has given us. So that we can try it. I'm sorry, I have to take a break here. Let's see if there are any questions. Thank you for giving me your time. I hope we have learned something and we've had fun. So let's go on questions so that we can go. Okay.
Thank you, man. Really enrich us about what to take. One thing you mentioned about the genetically motivated crops and the type of crop within this. We remember during our time, we eat very fresh things, but if you discover the type of crops that farmers are planting, it's not the type that our forefathers were planting. And you discover if you cook beans now, you leave it for just 1 hour, it will change the form. Why? But the original beans that we were cooking in those days, very fine, and you can enjoy it. Then the other areas which you mentioned about the coconut, it has been a native lexicon that they use it for natural things, whether you have it dehydrated, whether you have any ailments within yourself, particularly in the riverine area, the Niger Delta, they know much about that one. And part of our place here within the book of prayer and Badagry. So please, we don't know what we can do about it. It is through you we can have much more enlightenment. As you quoted, in Hosea 4, in Hosea 4:6, people perish by lack of knowledge. And if you can continue to tell our people, because the type of food that they are outside now are not quite 2 or 3 weeks ago in the east, precisely whether Enugu, they said that one Indomie noodles that they produce, that what they use in preserving it, it is the one that they formulate, which they use in preserving the dead body. And you discover the problem we are having is that we should be able to not think of the money that they are generating for the government there, and they are causing more problems for our people. Please, we still need this type of lecture that will go around. If they can make it sure that they go around, even to the market and other areas. Tell me the medicine which they are using. The people, the type of medicine they are using and what they are using in producing them. We have the natural herb there, but they use it. The preservation is not into the quantity we are using. This is the problem we are having. More cancerous issues. People don't want to see kidney problem and other diseases. Please, we still appeal for us to help us publicize and let the NAFDAC and all other areas know. Thank you.
Praise the Lord. Ma, I'm so happy and grateful that you are here. I thank God she's hearing you now. She will never, as in she used drug more than I can say. My husband. I don't use drug. But I'm 100 times stronger. When I told her, if I tell her that these drugs you are using, you can get this thing from this fruit, the natural herbs. If you tell me that self-medication. As I am, if I feel somehow in my system, I know what to eat because of my grandmother. I know what to do that will be okay. And I don't eat anyhow. For like sometimes within a year, 2 years, I don't take mineral, malt, all those things. I know the kind of things to eat. Ma, I'm just so grateful for this knowledge. But I still believe, ma, that cancer can be cured Because any sickness that don't have cure is the sickness that will lead to this foreign medical this thing. The course I'm doing right now, I discovered that it does not work. This thing begin to bother me. The eye of the bird was as swollen as more than the head. So I now say, what will I do? I now start product, just normal thing. And I applied it. All of them that has this thing, if you the following day, the way that this thing ran away, the eye now come back to normal. The eye is just like the way, and the eye can even see. The eye that has been closed for more than some months can even see. I told my wife that if we look into this system very well, it can cure cancer. Praise the Lord. Thank you, ma.
Lecture or talk, you said that there are foods that we should avoid. And you said seed oil. You even asked us if we have seen sunflower having any oil and so on and so forth. And it's like you emphasize more on the consumption of palm oil. Now, I want you to be more specific. Are you now saying that it's only palm oil we should be taking? Are there no oil, as in vegetable oils and so on, that are okay? Please let us know. Because like in my house, we use both. I will tell you that we use more of vegetable oil than palm oil. So if there are bad ones among the seed oils, let us know. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I'm very glad we have witnesses in the house. Please give our witnesses a round of applause. It's awesome to have witnesses. That is a witness. Our brother here is a witness. Thank you very much for being witnesses to what we are discussing here. You can go ahead, please.
Very much, ma. In the course of your teaching, you mentioned that we should reduce the intake of fizzy drinks. What other natural remedy will you give to someone that has hypoglycemia? I've met with several nurses and doctors. They would tell you to take drinks like Coke. So, what other remedy will you give to such person?
Praise the Lord. Ma, to support what you said about Nigeria is a garden of Eden. I have a sister that she traveled to Amsterdam, that's Holland. She can't eat all the food there. That she meets a ban and all this ewedu. So she really wasted the money for the ticket. She said she can't stay there in Holland. That's number one. Then number two, ma, I learned that canned food are dangerous to someone's health. What about the tin tomatoes? Because most people use tin tomato, all these Jerica, this thing, they use it to cook jollof rice and all some food. So I really want to know whether the tin tomatoes is not good for human consumption. Thank you, ma'am.
Praise the Lord. I have a question, and I feel like this question is more related to women. Praise the Lord. So this is my question. Most women experience hormonal imbalance, irregular periods. So my question is, how can nutrition, because most times when you go to the pharmacy or to the hospital, they recommend drugs for us. So how can we these nutrients, how can they benefit us, and for how we can actually like correct it to regulate our system? Thank you. Okay, let me start from her. Thank you for your question. The first thing, sorry, let me say this here. What we are talking about here is general nutrition. I cannot discuss dietetics here because dietetics is individualized. Dietetics is like when your doctor has to consult with you to diagnose you, to know the specifics, your personal health status, your anthropometrics and all that. We have to collate it and know exactly what to give to you in order to correct the imbalances. Now, let me tell you something about hormonal imbalance. Number one, start from this food to avoid. Start from food to avoid. Let me tell you, in biochemistry, we read that all enzymes are protein, but not all proteins are enzymes. And then drugs are what? We're told that drugs are hormone disruptors. Yes, they are hormone disruptors. They can go and mask a symptom, but they are disrupting another hormone. So let's start from there. Food to avoid first. Most of these food have synthetic additives. Most of the food you eat, you take your fast food fast, they have synthetic hormones that regulate your natural hormones. We have two different kinds of estrogen. We have the synthetic estrogen and the natural estrogen. The natural estrogen can be gotten from food, especially your protein foods. If you process like your estrogen and estrogen is also a synthetic estrogen, different from natural estrogen. The kind of estrogen you get from natural food, when you cook it well, it's the natural estrogen that helps to balance your normal estrogen. Then another thing that brings the synthetic estrogen, like the xenoestrogen, into your system that disrupts your estrogen is some of your cosmetics. Your skincare. Yes, I've had to go into research. Oh. I started making skincare this in myself. I don't care if it's making me look black. Let me be. I don't want your skin is absorbing nonsense, and you are running to doctors. Yes, I don't want to be too muke muke. I don't need it. Let me be healthy. Even if I have to be rubbing PKO oil, udake, it's better for me than to have to be running to one doctor to do what? What is he going to do? Your cosmetics. Why I'm saying this? You mentioned women, gynecology. Then your plastics, your cookwares. I have taken some time to study some of these things. Your cookware. You keep microwaving and you're asking me what is happening to your hormones. Don't go and look for clay pot and warm your food. Maybe I'll be asking what is happening to your hormones. So you want it so fast, so sharp. So when you look at these things, like me, I've been standing for long. I have to be drinking water. All the water in your head will go down to the legs. And then you run, you go and take paracetamol of Nigeria. They came out with a kidney and liver failure. Regular intake of painkillers. So what they call analgesics can lead to what? Kidney and liver problem. They said it themselves. I'm glad they are coming out to talk. So when you look at these things first, you come back and we talk. Let's see if maybe what you need is personalized diet. Then we can work on that because we actually have foods that heal, foods that will help to regulate your hormones, food that will bring your body back to status quo. We have your medications in food. When we say food as medicine, it's not a joke. We have anti-inflammatory in food. We have immunomodulators in food. We have pathogens, antimicrobials in food. We have even this your cayenne pepper, ordinary cayenne. You'll be surprised what cayenne can do. You'll be surprised at what cayenne can do. If I have to administer diet to you, I know what I'll mix and all that, and I'll get into your health goal. You understand? So have I answered your question? So let me quickly. There's no problem, sir. That's what we do. So the next one, we talked about palm. We are skipping, and we grow bone marrow. Bone marrow. and cook beef, just maybe 1,000 naira or something. Bone marrow. Yes, it's very good. Yes. And both for children and adults. See, a lot of these things, they demonize it just for us to have it. I'm talking about practical research now. I'm talking about practicality. I'm not imagining. I'm talking about practical. Someone that has been in practice for close to 20 years I can as well be a statistic. I can tell them that I have this my statistics.